Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I decided to film my first sketchbook tour as an opening to this channel. The sketchbook I'll be featuring is one that I'm actually still using. I started it about 2 years ago, but progress is pretty slow as I do have other sketchbooks. Because of this, some of the sketches in here are not my best work, but I did think it would give a better overview of my style of art. I usually get sketchbooks with rings and a hard cover so that I can flip the cover over and sketch without a desk. Black hardcovers are also my personal preference, as I do like to write my name or graphics on the cover in metallic gold. So let's get to the sketches. The first sketch we have here is a sketch of an eye, as you can see. It was my best work probably throughout this whole book, because I was aiming for perfection, but through the rest of the drawings you'll see this didn't really continue. This one's kinda rough. It was me beginning to learn perspective and structure of facial features. Next we have just a basic sketch. I don't really know what the purpose of this was. It's kind of just a random sketch. This is more abstract. It doesn't really have much of a meaning to it. It's just the moon, birds. Birds can't be on the moon, so very abstract. This one is actually, I don't know if anyone remembers, around the time period when the song Panda came out. That's the inspiration for this sketch here. I think the song is playing when I actually drew that one. This sketch is right after my grade 8 graduation. That's how you can tell. This was a long time ago, as I'm now 16, and this was when I was 14. Here we have a ballerina. This sketch, I actually kind of like this one. I like the dress. It's something different than my usual style. As you can see throughout the sketchbook, my style will be changing. This is one of the many incomplete sketches in this book. This is probably Marilyn Monroe. I began to draw her. Her hair is incomplete, but yes. Another eye sketch. Not quite as good as the first one. Here I was learning to do body parts of animals, so in other sketchbooks I have different fur patterns and such, but this was focusing mainly on the wings. Just some headphones I drew. I was very into music. I actually played 2 instruments. This sketch is from an album cover. I don't really remember what album. I think it was called Tears. I'll look into it. I don't think you can quite see what this is. Next is an eye, again, from a different angle than the first eye I drew. I was trying to broaden my understanding of perspective and such. So one was a side view, and that was fore view that I just flipped back to. This here is supposed to be a drawing of lips that was never completed. This was me just trying to learn how to start shading properly. Didn't go quite well. This, I don't think is my original drawing. I think I found the idea on Pinterest. I do not quite remember. But yep. Another one which I probably got the idea from in Pinterest. I do get a lot of my inspiration from there. I think this is also another album cover, or either those are lyrics from the album. I don't really remember. I'm pretty sure this was an attempt at Alicia Cara. I really love her music. I don't really listen to her much anymore though. Incomplete as usual, as many of the sketches in this book. Oh, I really like this one. I'm pretty sure the idea was from Pinterest again. I did recreate it a little bit. This was when I was now learning animation drawing, trying to get into cartoons and stuff like that. I have a whole other sketchbook with those. This, seeing as I have curly hair, I usually draw my models with curly hair. She has straight hair. This was trying to draw braids, Dutch braids on a person. It was quite difficult. Maybe that's probably why I didn't finish the other side. This was with a new medium of drawing. I used brush pens for this. This one was the beginning of charcoal. I didn't quite finish, but this is what the result was. I started over on a new page. I'm quite proud of this one. This was my first charcoal attempt, and it did work out quite well. Not very much shading and such, but still pretty decent. I was doing a pencil drawing here. I was trying very hard to focus on shading in my drawings because I don't usually do that in my sketchbooks. This is just a hand drawing. Just trying to experiment a little here with wrinkles and stuff like that. This is supposed to be a toddler. It kind of looks more like an old man. Most of my drawings are of one age category. I like the hat in this one. Very different style than now. As you can see, one eye in this drawing is quite bigger than the other. Not my best. Another random sketch. This is different than the other drawings with curly hair I have drawn. This one, the hair is a different style. I don't really know how to describe it. I don't think you guys can see this, but this is a lady holding her arm up and pulling at the elbow, if you know that exercise. You have to look closer to see it. This is my first pastel drawing. The color blend is not great, but I like the water. That's the best part. Another drawing of a woman. Nothing much to say on this one. A nature drawing. I have a whole other book dedicated to flowers and such. So that's a tree in the corner. Another girl drawing. Her eyebrows are a little off, hair not so great. I think this was a Camila Cabello attempt, or it may be someone else. Next we have, this is one of my favorites, a male character. Spent a lot of time on that one. Random eye drawing. Actually, I think my little brother drew this one. A path. Wasn't completed at all. Another path. Okay, for this drawing, I'd like you to comment down below what you think this is. Pause the video, comment what you think it is. Okay, so now that you're done, this is supposed to be a cat. Hopefully you can see it. I've asked people and they had different answers. One person told me it looked like a rat. I don't see it. Another girl drawing. This was drawn with gray brush pens, different shades of gray. Another one drawn with the gray brush pens. I think this idea was also from Pinterest. Another girl drawing. This one's drawn with pencil again. I began to shade a little in this one. This is another incomplete drawing. Nice little lady. I think I found her inspiration on Pinterest. This was a project for school. I ended up getting another sketchbook to keep all my schoolwork separate from my sketches. Since I'm in an architecture class, we had to draw different parts of housing and then the definition next to it. This was drawn with just a regular fine tip Sharpie. I was trying to do something a little different here. Here we go again. I don't really think this is exactly my best style, as most of it turns out slightly unproportioned. This is one of the last drawings in the book. I think there's one more left after this one. He's also incomplete. That was the beginning of a person, started with the nose. Over here is a light sketch of my mother, actually. I haven't completed it. But that is all for this sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed my drawings. If you did, please like and subscribe, and hopefully I can provide more interesting content.